Today we'll be doing a demo video, not the usual see my face and I'm trying to teach. I hope you've been having a fantastic week. I can't wait to share with you what today's video entails. Without further ado, let's move into the video. So as you can see here, this is a uterus, or rather it's a demonstration of how the uterus should look like. So don't concentrate too much on everything that is happening, because that is a story for another day. Today I just wanted to talk about, because I've been having people's concern about the coil, the copper T wire, which is a method of contraceptive, but people have been having a problem with inawekwaje, what happens, is it painful? And so I wanted to take you through so that I explain to you how exactly it happens and how it's done, so that maybe you have less fear next time you're going for the procedure. Unajua vile inafaa kufanywa. Of course, the uterus looks like this. Sometimes much smaller depending on the age and also with the time of your month. And I don't know if you can see that too small to blood, yeah, that I'll explain everything later about what is happening. So a small anatomy, what is it? A small anatomy lesson. So this is how the uterus looks like. This is the fundus of the uterus. This is the actual uterus. This is the muscular layer of the uterus. And then this is the endometrial layer of the uterus. That is where it normally sheds during your period and you get your period. And then this is the fallopian tube, the place where we say fertilization starts, or it initially starts from there, or happens there, fertilization. And then this is your ovary. This is a cross-section of the ovary has been cut. So this is the ovary and this is the fimbriae, where now the egg travels down, comes and implants anywhere at the uterus. And then as you can see at the farthest end here of the uterus, this is the cervix. And then throughout this muscular tube, or whatever you're seeing, the opening, that's where the vagina is. For those who are interested to know when you can be, when the Iucd can be inserted, what times and how long it can stay, I'm doing a very short video on my TikTok, so don't forget to follow my TikTok. I think there's a prompt there, and in the description box there's a link where you can just go through my to get to my TikTok videos and TikTok account, so you can check it out. This is supposed to be a very sterile procedure. Before you start the procedure, you're supposed to wash your hand, but for me in this case I'll just be sanitizing so that I show you how much of the importance of it being a sterile procedure. So you first explain to the patient or the client what you're about to do, and you have them go on the table and they sit, and then they lie down after you've taken their vitals and you've explained to them how the procedure goes and what you're expected to be doing today, and also explain that it's going to be a bit uncomfortable but definitely not painful, and then now you proceed. So now after you have explained the procedure and the patient has understood what the procedure is, you lay out your items. You definitely have to glove. I want to show you exactly how it happens. That's why I'm also gloving. But this is just for demo, yeah? So you definitely glove up. After that, you have prepared your session. You have the patient lie down. You have to first clean the vaginal orifice. You have to clean. After you have cleaned the place and disinfected it, you will have to use this instrument. It is called a speculum. Before we used to do speculums with metal speculums, but nowadays we have this very nice plastic speculums. So what normally happens, you insert this like this. I hope you can see, and then you'll turn it around like that, and then you open so that you can be able to visualize the cervix when you're in the vagina. So once you have opened, and by the way, you cannot just put this thing in without having to do what? To put some lubrication. So you'll have to put some lube, yeah? You see? You have to lubricate the item, or the speculum, before you insert it, and then it goes in like that, and then you twist, and then you open, and then you can see it has this the cork, the screw thing, so that is supposed to secure it so that it does not move. You can see once it's fastened while open, now it cannot be easily moved, so you can easily get to see what you want to see from the inside. I don't know if you guys can see that it's now patterned and open. After the speculum is in, you've been able to visualize now your cervix. You can tell exactly where the cervix is. There's another instrument called a teneculum, which will help you to hold the cervix up when you want to insert a thing called an uterine sound. What that thing does, basically you just go through with it's like a metal thing. For today I'll be using a pen, I'm sorry for that, but the sound is like a metal thing which you go in so that you feel the fundus, so that you know how many centimeters it is. I'll explain why it is important for you to know how many centimeters up in it is, because different people, different measurements, yeah? But we have the round figure that we have for everyone. Now, after you've done the sound and you've told the patient to now relax, so this thing looks like this. This is what will be in your uterus to avoid conceiving. So this is the copper T wire and the strings that we put outside so that we can help to remove it after you want maybe to start conceiving. Okay, so now I was to tell you the importance of the measurements. You see this thing, before I insert the copper T wire, I'll have to measure. So we said 6, right? So it's 6, so I put it straight there until here. So 6, I'll have to move this blue thing up until 6, yeah, up until 6. You can see that. So once I've moved it, now it's time to do the insertion process. So now the insertion process is very, very easy. You can see the complete set is supposed to be like this, because this is the thing that will push it in, and this is how it looks like. Now you introduce it from the vagina while still visualizing where the cervix is. You go in, yeah, and when you're just about to hit that 6th mark where you are supposed to leave, I like to leave a little bit of space there, and then you just push it. Can you see how beautifully that is happening? You just push it like that, yeah. Once you push it, you come out. Shoop. You see? Beautifully. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me try to bring a close up. Yeah? That is how it's supposed to be when it's in situ, yeah? And the cambers are looking nice and down. But now that is not the whole point. Once you've gotten it in there, you have to now cut this the 2 strings. You just leave kidogo just at near the cervix, and then the rest that will be remaining kidogo, you try to tuck it in under the posterior fornix, and basically that's it. And now you remove your teneculum, you remove your speculum, and you tell the patient that the procedure is done. See how I told you it's very, very simple. And I'm hoping that you've enjoyed this video today on how to actually insert Iucd. And for removal, it's as equally as easy as insertion. As I said earlier, the procedure is not painful. It is a bit of a discomfort. And some people tend to like say they notice some spotting maybe after the procedure, but then that's about it. But it's supposed to be very painless, just a bit of some discomfort. The other thing to note is this thing's not supposed to be, it does not supposed to come out. Once it's lodged in there, it's supposed to be safely, especially when you've tucked in behind the posterior fornix, it's supposed to be safely fastened, and you don't have to have a problem of it coming out. So guys, until next time, it's Dr. Saru. Love and love. Have a good weekend.